revelations come, you think, oh my God, that's the way I think.
Isn't it weird? Like when you write it down and then,
Yeah.
or when you go back and read past journals, it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that was an issue.
Yeah,
like I spent so much time mulling over that. That's
Right.
You look back, that was not a big deal, but
Right.
in my mind at the time, it felt like it was, and so.
And I think the goal of journaling is to empower yourself and not let circumstances, incidences, people bring you down.
Right, and I think in terms of being healthy and fit after 40, another mindset is understanding that, like, words are words, but how you process words have a lot to do with what's going on with you on the inside. So whether you say something to compliment me or insult me, those are just words. How I choose to process or perceive your words, that says more about what's going on with me on the inside. So I think journaling is a good way to kind of clear your internal space so you're not so easily triggered.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
And to not have things affect you that shouldn't affect you.
Right, or you just kind of go overboard, or you overreact. Or
overreact, that's such a good word.
Yeah.
We all overreact to the smallest things in life.
Yeah.
And when we write them down and look at them and think, really?
Really? I made a big deal about that.
Like, really? Deal about that?
Yeah. Okay, great. So moving along. So
sure.
we've got some physical movement there. We've got some dietary changes. We're journaling to kind of get the mental space going.
Yes.
So what else did you experience along your journey of getting to where you are?
Well, what I realized was that gym, diet, journaling was not really all that I needed.
Okay.
So what I did was I started exercising.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, a gym is not really cardio. A diet is not really cardio.
Mm-hmm.
Journaling and mental is not cardio. You really need some cardio.
Some cardio, okay.
Yeah. And cardio is not just for weight loss. It's for overall health, flexibility, and even mental.
Yeah.
And even mental. And it's a physical way to clear the air.
Yeah, body movement. Like, I do that for brain health. I mean, I can just move my body. It just breaks up any kind of chunks of energy that can kind of get caught up because I'm usually very busy throughout the day and I talk to so many people, and sometimes I just need to just clear and cleanse my space, and sometimes I can just turn on my favorite rap music or whatever and just go for it and just move my body and just really
and move. Yes.
And move. Right.
So I started that out, and I think this is advice for anybody who doesn't do any kind of exercise. Walk around the block.
Okay.
Walk around 2 blocks. Walk around 3 blocks. Walk. Just walk. And what happened to me was I thought, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And then the next progression is just continue to do that. Or what I did was I went to boot camp.
Ooh, okay.
So boot camp is a little more intense than walking.
A lot more intense, I would say. Yes.
A lot more.
Whoa.
And so that became a passion of mine. In fact,
boot camp did?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you are such a trooper.
I still go today. Camp Gladiator.
That explains why you look so amazing.
So, so boot camp is not only fun, they make it fun. I actually did run some boot camps in Atlanta when I lived there in Piedmont Park.
So fun is the word you would use to describe boot camps? Oh my gosh, they're so painful.
No, they're not.
Okay. Okay.
No, they're not. They're great fun.
Good for you.
Great fun.
Yeah.
Boot camps. And it energizes you, you know?
Yeah.
It not only cleans out your system and your mind.
Yeah.
You know, if you've had a stressful day, boot camp, oh my gosh. At the end of boot camp, you won't remember what a bad day you had.
Yeah, because you're so spent and whipped from just being so physically challenged and engaged, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think most boot camps nowadays kind of let you go at your own pace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not trying to make everybody super athletes.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get people to move. You know, that's really the key.
Yeah.
And use their body and move. And so you can be old or young or whatever, so you just want to challenge yourself.
I like it.
You don't want to try to beat the 22-year-old who just got out of, college because
Yeah.
you're not going to beat him.
That's one of the reasons why you look so amazing. Like, you look incredible. Boot camp is one of your secrets. W. Tucker, I am determined to get your secrets to how you look so good and to share your secrets with my audience.
So boot camp is one.
Okay.
Now, it can be for everybody if you're not intimidated.
Okay.
Because it can be intimidating.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be.
But you can go in there and just and find your pace, find your groove,
Absolutely.
and do what
And
works
people,
best for
and
you,
all
right?
instructors nowadays are so amazingly adjustable to you. And there's nobody who's judging you.
Okay.
They're not judging you.
Yeah.
You're only there to challenge yourself. You're
Yeah.
only there to get out of it what you can. And that's all. That's all. So when I ran boot camps, we just, do what you can do.
Yeah.
This is the exercise, but you just do what you can do. Run as far as you can. Do as many burpees. Oh my gosh, have you ever done a burpee?
I have.
Oh my gosh, they're the worst things in the world.
They are the worst things
There's nothing worse
in the
than
world.
a burpee.
But they work.
But they work.
Yeah, they really
So
do.
anyway, so that's the goal.
Okay.
Is then like some people, I think walking is fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to ask you, so we all have very busy lifestyles, and
Yes.
people just feel like, okay, I don't have time to work out, I don't have time to journal, I
Well-
don't have time to do anything. So for someone who's listening and they have a very, I guess, fast-paced lifestyle, where they feel like, okay, I know I need to make changes, I would like to lose weight or feel more healthy, but I just don't know where to start because my life is so busy. Any recommendations?
Sure, absolutely. You don't even have to go to the gym. You should change your eating habits.
Okay.
But you could also buy a jump rope. You can buy an exercise ball.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy some kettlebells.
Yeah.
You can do some things and do it at home.
Okay.
And I don't recommend treadmills because people buy them and they're very expensive, and people don't use them. They end up being clothes hangers.
Okay.
In the bedroom.
Okay, got you.
They're just too expensive. You just get as much use taking a walk.
Okay.
As a treadmill.
So there's some inexpensive or no-cost ways to get started, because
Absolutely.
I think the biggest thing when it's a big challenge in terms of how you can make the adjustments is get started. Like you said, just take a walk around the block,
Absolutely.
one block at a time, right?
One block at a time.
Right.
Absolutely. And then buy some cheap equipment that you can use in your home. I mean, jump rope is the best cardio you could ever do.
I know. I have a rebounder, and so the first thing in the
Yes.
morning is I
They're
usually
great. They're
I
great.
do a rebounder, and I like doing jumping jacks because that really gets my heart rate up and it gets the
Absolutely.
energy flowing.
So see, there's all kinds of things you can do in your home, and you're an example of
Yeah.
it. You don't have to take a lot of time. You don't have to go to the gym, but you just have to do something.
And you have to get started.
Yeah, you have to do something. And I think that's the other thing that that happens to people is they think, oh my God, I've got to spend an hour. No, you don't.
You don't.
You have to spend 15 minutes, 10 minutes, just whatever you've got available.
And even if it's 5 minutes just to get started, I tell people in terms of when you're feeling overwhelmed about wanting to make an important change in your life, sometimes you realize I have so much work to do that I don't know where to get started. So most people don't get started at all because I've been that person.
That
But
overwhelm that you should.
the overwhelm will shut you down, right? And so I've learned, and even when I work with my clients, is how to take micro steps, how to take micro action steps to support the bigger goal. Like you said,
Sure.
if you're super busy, would it be best for you to get 5 to 10 minutes in before you start your day, or
Yes.
when you get home, put your sneakers in your car, and before you get home, maybe just stop at the park and just walk for a little while. Just
Absolutely.
figure out
ways.
ways.
So the phrase is chunk it down.
Chunk it down. Yes.
Chunk it down. And don't get overwhelmed by what someone else is doing.
Correct.
Do what you can do
Right.
for the time that you've got allotted.
I like it.
And so chunk it down is the easiest phrase to use to not get overwhelmed with it. Because you can get overwhelmed no matter who you are.
Yeah, that's so true.
So you just don't.
Yeah. So let me ask you in terms of, because we're looking at the physical health side of things, and of course, with some of the cardio exercises you mentioned, they have some mental components. So let's switch over to mental health and talk about maybe a few mental health and wellness tips or ideas you would recommend to individuals over 40 in terms of how to keep their mental health healthy?
Yes.
How to be mentally fit?
So journaling is one of them.
Yes.
So here's the second one that I absolutely love, and that is always challenge yourself with new challenges. And that can be take French lessons. Your mind is designed to take on new challenges.
Right.
So do something to challenge yourself. That's, you'll read The Cure for Alzheimer's. Keep your brain active.
Keep your brain active.
Go play chess.
Right.
Go read a book.
Give your brain something new to figure out, right?
New to figure
right.
out, exactly.
Take a different route to work, right?
Absolutely.
Or something just to
absolutely
break up the normal
do crossword
routine.
Puzzles.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, absolutely. Don't let your brain just sink into
same old, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So I think that is and I am totally that person.
Yeah.
Love new challenges.
Yeah.
Love them. And as a result, it's gotten me, youthful.
Because I look at you and it's like, oh my gosh, he is just incredible.
So, but that is the key, is your brain, and I think that's why people get so depressed about being in the same old situation over and over and over again. They just need to do something different and challenge themselves and challenge the brain.
Challenge the brain, because the brain has the capacity to really think.
It begs for you to give it something.
I load mine up. I was like, oh my gosh. Let's see what you're capable of.
It begs you to do that.
And
absolutely.
It usually delivers, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you your thoughts around gratitude and appreciation.
I love that.
What are your thoughts?
I, every morning, write down 10 things I'm grateful for.
I like it.
And I think everyone should. If you ever get in a funk, take out a piece of paper and write down 10 things that you're thankful for. And it will get you out of that funk in no time, because we as human beings, no matter where you are, you can improve yourself by just being grateful for where you are.
Isn't it powerful how gratitude works? Just for that, I have the same practice. Before I get my day started, I usually make sure I pour into my own cup, because by the time I show up, someone's requesting something of me. So every morning, literally every morning, I take time just to have some quiet time with myself. And I'm sure you've noticed this, once you start thinking about things you're grateful for, the list keeps going. Like, I'm grateful for the fact that I woke up this morning, right?
Right.
Like, this is great. I'm alive. Like, oh my gosh.
We all have incredible things to be thankful for.
Right.
And the thing, now I think this is the tough thing, and this is the thing I'm learning, and that is you're grateful for everything that happens to you. Everything.
Now, that's a whole nother episode, because we could talk about that. It go down so many trails and turns. And that's such a good mindset to have, is knowing that life is a tapestry of all types of experiences, right? And that in order for you to really appreciate the beauty of love, maybe having experienced pain just makes you understand how beautiful love really is, right?
You've got to be grateful for that. You've got to accept that as part of what's given to you.
Right.
And there's a reason for that. So you have to be grateful for it. You have to be grateful for the flat tire you had on the way to the job interview, because it's something you need to learn.
Yeah. And even though you can't explain it at the moment, or you don't get it, just having that attitude of gratitude.
The job from hell that you didn't need.
Right.
So you have to be grateful. You have to understand that everything is given to you for a reason, and you have to be grateful.
Yeah.
For that.
I like it.
Accept it and be grateful.
Yeah.
Not just the nice things in life.
Yeah. So let's do this. So tell the audience a little bit about some of the things you talk about on your show. Of course, individuals can go to your website and look at some of your shows, but I would like Tim to hear some of your topics in terms of what you talk about on Healthy and Fit After 40.
Okay. So it started, just to give you a little more history, it started a while ago, years ago, with a website called Muscle and fitnessworkouts.com.
Okay.
And that's for men over 40 and 50 who really was just workouts, how to get lean, how to get muscles, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And not necessarily what I'm doing now, but it's still there. That site is still up and running.
Okay.
So Healthy and Fit After 40 got I'll give you a little bit of a history. So when I was in LA, I had a business, online e-commerce, selling sports equipment.
Okay.
And sports equipment for home gyms, the things I'm